What is up? What's going on, YouTube? Today, we are showing off my entire custom collection. These are my customs, my fix-ups, and they're only the relevant ones because I have a few irrelevant ones that are like sitting out in the crowd and that are just not important. And then we have these that are important. So, let's get into it. Starting off, we got my fix-ups. These aren't very exciting. These are just head swaps, arm swaps, knee pad swaps. With Seth Rollins, this is the Elite 75 head on. um, honestly, I have no clue what body this is, or what series this is from, but it's obviously Elite. But yeah, it has these really cool gold knee pads and stuff, which are really awesome. And I made this like custom vest thing. It's nothing big. I just took a gold marker and drew it on there, and it looks pretty lit. I mean, I really like this head scan. I know it's one of his bests, and this attire is amazing. So, yeah, there is Seth freaking Rollins. Now we have my Sheamus. So this is a really old figure, like Elite 30 something, and we're on Elite 85 now. So this figure is very old. But this fix-up is really simple, actually. It's just a basic arm swap and a basic head swap, a basic knee pad swap. So we have this cool like orange, gray, and black attire. Like the orange ties into here and the gray ties into there. It just looks pretty cool. This is a really old. This was my first Elite actually. So it's a shocker I still have it because I've lost quite a few. And then it has this shirt which is really sticky now because it's old and gross, but it does its purpose and looks pretty fire. He came with that shirt and a necklace. I lost that necklace a long time ago. But we still got Sheamus, and actually I still have his original head scan over there. So yeah, that's the Sheamus fix-up. Pretty simple, and I like the little attire. I know it's kind of weird that this is white and gray and this is orange and gray, but I think it comes together pretty nice. Now we got Christian. I love Christian, awesome wrestler. I wish he would come back for a little bit. He had the one match with Randy Orton and then got his head kicked off. So I mean, he clearly could still come and do it. He just doesn't want to, I don't think, or doesn't think he's able to. Anyway, this is just a head swap. It's an old basic head, and this head sculpt is actually amazing. It looks just like him. This is an old basic thing. It's like from a WrestleMania series. And then, oof, he's really loose right now. I gotta tighten him up. And then this is his, oh, I'm gonna draw a blank. I don't know exactly what series this is from, but you guys could probably tell me. And he came with a mesh shirt and glasses, which I had both, but lost both, of course. No, I think his shirt ripped or something, and then I just lost his glasses. And then I did have his head scan, but I traded it like an idiot and got scammed. But we're not going to talk about that because we got Christian here, and he's in his glory, and I like this attire, and I like this head. I think it goes together. Next up, we got Bray Wyatt. Now, I haven't used this figure in forever, but I will be filming his match later on, and it will be up on the channel as Velocity. I think I'm going to change it to Breakdown. I don't know yet. I'll decide that. I haven't done commentary yet, so we're chilling. And once I finish his match, I do commentary, and then we'll have what the brand's name is. And it's not going to be a little playing with figures. It's actually a pick fed, and it took me forever. So please enjoy it. But yeah, this is just a head scan. This was with a battle pack with Finn Balor. Then I put it on his first Elite head, who came with the Hawaiian shirt that I still have. Actually, I have all of his stuff except for his hat. So I have his lantern and his Hawaiian shirt, but I don't have his hat, which is, I think I do. I just have to go find it. But yeah, we got Bray Wyatt. So look forward to that match. It's going to be fire. And yeah. Oh, I still have his head too. If you can see him in the crowd, I'm looking. I can't find him. I think I moved him. Oh, there he is. He's right over there. Next to Xavier Woods, next to Dolph Ziggler. Boom. There's the original head sculpt. As my entire crowd falls over. Anyway, Ryback. Not a huge fan of Ryback, but I bought this figure a long time ago, and it's here now. This is an arm swap and a knee pad swap. I don't remember if this had black or red knee pads, but I swapped one of them. And it has this cool little attire because, like, in here, it's, like, black on this side, and red on that side. And then I just like this a lot better than his original arms, which are right over there, actually. Hold up. Stand up, Ryback. Which are right there. Basically because I just like the little extra wrist tape. Doesn't really tie, it kind of ties into the flames on the back of his little vest. But I mean, other than that, I just think it looks cool. And yeah, I'm probably not going to use him much on the Fed. I think he was Mr. Irrelevant, if I do recall. So he'll probably just be a jobber. Now let's get to the juicy stuff. First up, we have me and my brother. Now, I'm not finished yet. I'm going to get a different head scan. This is just temporary. So I did have the Tully Blanchard head, but I changed it. And yeah. And these heights aren't accurate either. I should be up here, but you know, we're not going to complain. Although I really could swap out those lower knees and be taller. But yeah, we're not going to complain. We're going to get in him first. This is a John Cena head, obviously, and it looks just like him. Like, I swear, he grew his hair out for a little bit, and this John Cena head looks just like him. And then we're both wearing the Yep 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 shirts. So basically, this is actually my first attempt at a custom Cody. As you can see, the Dream tattoo. But I swapped the Stardust legs for Shield legs, and because he wears like joggers, because he's one of those guys. Then these are Cesaro arms to give the bare wrist thing and whatever. But yeah, you don't really see this, so that's why it looks terrible right here. But with the shirt on, obviously, it doesn't look bad. And yeah, that's him. This was my first attempt at a custom Cody. Like I said, this is my first ever torso crack. And I think I did a really good job on it. Obviously not my best, you get the stretch marks, but I think I did a good job. Next up is me. This is Seth Rollins lowers, and I'm wearing these Barry Windham boots because I wear boots. So I'm going to paint these, obviously. But they hold purpose right now, and then yeah, there's a hole in my back. I'm not done with this yet. You can see this is another attempt at a custom Cody. And you get the Dream tattoo. I'm going to get that off or whatever. And this is a Finn Balor upper and Ric Flair lower, I believe. So I got that. And these are DDP shoulders. And these arms are just some random arms with black wrist tape. I can't think of who it is. So yeah, then we got our little headsets on, and you know, we commentate and stuff like that. And the good thing about my figures, I actually have interchangeable hands. These might be AJ Styles arms now that I think of it. He doesn't, haha, take the L, boom. But yeah, I'm going to switch out this head. I'm working on a Chris Jericho head that I think really fits me. But I have to repaint it. So there's your commentators. I think I just sent my headset flying. Oops. Instead of taking the time to find it, I just grabbed another one. Next up, we have my least favorite custom, my custom Dustin. You can see that loosey-goosey arm. This thing's terrible. His tattoos are Sharpie, and I made this recently. I should be really disappointed in myself. I don't think the head scan's awful. The eyes definitely need work. I think the head scan's pretty decent. But other than that, this thing's awful. Now, if I could find another Goldust Elite, I would swap that head on there and throw this away and never remember it. No, I'd probably use it for something else. Look at that. It's like a fidget spinner. Yeah, I don't think the head scan's terrible. I think it's an average head scan. The eyes need work, but it's okay. It's just, oh my god, it doesn't look great. I swapped these arms in and the hands, the gloved hands. I thought was a pretty cool touch. I'm just so disappointed. And I like cracked this terribly, as you can see. So it's just disgusting. Next up, we have a super simple torso sock. This is literally a old Elite Jey Uso head, torso, and arms on a new Elite Jimmy Uso. Basically, because I couldn't find Jey Uso with a good head scan. Well, no, I could. They were really expensive, so I bought two Jimmys instead. So yeah, I like this a lot. I think it matches. See, I acetoned off the little face mask, and then just threw that shirt on there, and we're chilling. I mean, Jey Uso is freaking amazing. But yeah, I like this. The head scan, it could be better, obviously, but it's fine. It's fine. Next is my custom ref, and before you guys kill me, I didn't know what this figure was worth when I made it. I just knew that I didn't use it, and I wanted something better. This is a Road Dogg figure, but I acetoned off every one of the designs, so it's just black pants. Then I put on Mr. Perfect arms and took this hand out. So this hand's swappable. That's how I do like 2 count, or I have all my extra hands like under the ring, so it's easy for me to switch out. And then yeah, did Mr. Perfect arms on a, well, this is technically a fix up. I should have done this one earlier. Whatever. Dude Perfect, Mr. Perfect arms on a Road Dogg body, acetoned off details with an old basic Miz head. I think it works as a referee. Looks pretty good, especially with this referee shirt. So yeah. Next up, we have Jonathan Moxley. This is a Chris Jericho torso with Dean Ambrose arms and head on a Shield Roman Reigns body. Because obviously now in AEW he wrestles in like these little pants things with shirtless. So yeah, that's Mox, and this one was pretty simple too. It's just a torso crack. The hell was that noise? Well, whatever. It's just a torso crack, and then threw on a head and arms, and it looks pretty good. This is my favorite Dean Ambrose torso. Obviously, it doesn't fit the Moxley persona, but that's fine. I like it. I don't care. You hate it if you want. But yeah, I had 3 Elite Roman Reigns. I have one that I use for the Fed, one I turned into my custom brother, and then this one right here. So yeah, there's Mox. I think it's really nice. It's actually really tight, and it works tremendously. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for the music my mother is playing. I know it's annoying. Whatever. Next custom. Let's do this one. This is my custom Pokemon inspired Jeff Hardy. It's just a repaint. I use really bad paint, so the paint smears and stuff a lot. I mean, it's not awful. It's pretty bad, but it's not awful. I'll probably use it maybe one time. But yeah, you can see it's just a Jeff Hardy with the shoes I made are blue with Pokeballs on them, and then the sleeves painted blue, then painted like little Pokeballs. Then up here we have, it's a Pikachu. You can tell by the yellow and the 2 red faces and the blue. And that white is an accident. I thought I messed the eye up, but I didn't. And yeah, it's... And then I added red gauges because, it kind of symbolizes Pokeballs. So yeah, that's my custom like Pokemon Jeff Hardy. I think it's kind of cool. I'll use it maybe one show, one day. I mean, the shoulders aren't painted great. It's not great, but I just like the inspiration behind it. If I get it professionally done, that'd be awesome. We have 6 more after this one. We have my custom Ric Flair, the GM of Breakdown or Velocity, whichever I decide. I was talking to Omega, and we both think that I should change it. That way, if we did a joint show, it wouldn't be as confusing. So I'm still thinking on it. If I do change it, it'll probably be Breakdown. Still have Jackknife Live and Breakdown, and this is the GM of Breakdown. Basically, it's literally a Jon Moxley with Ric Flair arms and a head. This is the Matt Hardy ECW shirt. Oh, there's where the headset went. And these are just Ric Flair arms. So it's super simple. So if you guys are gonna make GMs, get Moxley figures. They're mad cheap. Well, most of the time they're cheap. You can get them for like $15. And if you have a head, throw it on there. Boom. Look at that. GM. And just a random shirt combo I threw on this one because I don't know. I just think it kind of fits Ric Flair. Next up, we got Jackknife Lives GM. I did a video on this one actually. And basically, it's Zeb Coulter arms on Stardust shoulders on a Jon Moxley body with a Eric Bischoff head. And then this is a Jon Moxley shirt that I painted solid black with the vest that came with my Jax figure on there. And there's Bischoff. He has a fidget spinner waist. But since I don't really plan to pose him around doing kicks and flips and stuff, it doesn't bother me. So yeah, there is Jackknife. I have to repaint his hair. There's Jackknife Lives GM. Now we're getting to the good stuff. I think I've showed this before. I may have deleted it, but I've changed a little bit since I showed it. This is my custom I almost called him Sami Zayn. Sammy Guevara. And basically, it's literally a Daniel Bryan body with Chris Jericho lowers painted black, and then little kick pad designs with some knee pads. And this is an arm I acetoned because I couldn't find another matching one, so it looks a little weird, but it's okay. Now, I did have a Chris Jericho head on this painted black, but the more I looked at it, I much prefer this Evan Bourne head. I want to acetone off the sides, and he has like the faux hawk. So yeah, and this is, like I said, basically Daniel Bryan body with, honestly, you could probably use Daniel Bryan arms. Now that I think about it, he wears white wrist tape. Guevara wears black, or at least the picture I was looking at, he wears black wrist tape. And you can find a lot of the black wrist tape basically anywhere. So, and then it's a custom paint job. It isn't great. It's uneven, but it's fine. You got the Inner Circle logo. The back says Sammy. And then the kick pads, which aren't centered, but, you know, it does its purpose. And that's all it's really here for until I can get the AEW Unrivaled one. Speaking of which, I'm still waiting for my AEW too. On topic of AEW, the next 3 we have are AEW, so I'm gonna do those in order and just get this one out of the way. I love this. I love this custom with a passion. This is my custom RVD, and I have the original one, but I really like my custom. I don't know why. I just like the black and white attire, and I even painted the boots, wrote Van Dam on them. I put a lot of work into this. This is Jon Moxley shoulders, and actually I think these are Jack Swagger shoulders, Jon Moxley torso, RVD arms, RVD head. These are Chris Jericho lowers. I think, yeah, this is completely Chris Jericho from there down. And these are RVD knee pads. So yeah, I painted over the original designs on the Chris Jericho boots. I don't remember which figure this was. I'm trying to find out. Yeah, I can't tell. And then I wrote Van Dam on there. It's not great, but I like it. And it has RVD across the chest, little symbol thing he used, and then the yin yang. And he is the Cruiserweight champion. And I freaking love this custom. I made my boy Omega one just like this. And as far as I know, he likes it. If he doesn't, well, that's cool. I understand. But they're custom RVDs are really fun to make. I'm not creative enough for his attires. Next up is my custom MJF. I did him first, even though he's probably the most anticipated. I did him before the others because the others are sincere. Well, they're like mean stuff to me. He is the Breakdown or Velocity champ. At the moment, he has a match with Bray Wyatt, which I will be filming eventually, and I will get out everything eventually. Let's get into it. Daniel Bryan lowers with big boy knee pads because these are what he wears. I'm not a fan of them, but I want it to be as accurate as possible. And then these boots, these are elite boots, but they're still a little thing because Bryan's kick pads were super weird. And they clicked on and it covered that. It's not a big deal from here. So yeah, and then this is an old Cody Rhodes head. Painted the hair brown, then gave him the beard. I like it. I think it has a little bit of resemblance to MJF. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. And these are, I think these are Daniel Bryan arms. Daniel Bryan arms with a random elbow pad. And these trunks are Arn Anderson. I painted them black, added the little designs with MJF on the back. And yes, he still has the Seth Rollins tattoos. This is Seth Rollins torso. But everyone I see, they use like the Daniel Bryan torso for him. But MJF is jacked, man. So I think this one fits him a lot more, if I'm being honest. I could be wrong. I don't care. I think this fits him a lot better. So yeah, there's MJF. And then this scarf came with Elias. So yeah, we'll just give him his title back and set him aside. If it'll go on. Okay, you know what? That works. And then put on his scarf. And he is better than you. Next up, we have a custom I'm super proud of because I did a little bit of everything for this custom, and I like how it turned out. This is my custom Christopher Jericho, and I love this custom because it was a torso crack, repaint, lower leg swap, arm swap, head swap, a little bit of everything went into this. Basically, Chris Jericho uppers and lower legs, and then this is DDP. But I acetoned off all of the logos, then gave him a cool little repaint with Le Champion on the back. So yeah, this figure is awesome, and I think it kind of holds up to what he wears now in AEW. Maybe not exactly, but it kind of has the gist. If I just switched on the Defining Moments head scan or whatever. But yeah, I love this figure. Jericho is the GOAT. My GOAT. Anytime I'm asked who the best wrestler of all time is, Chris Jericho. He is my second favorite wrestler of all time behind Kofi Kingston. And Jeff Hardy is third, RVD fourth, if you guys cared. And here is Le Champion. And expect a push. He will be getting a push eventually. I am saying it right now. I don't know when, because I'm working on storylines in my head as we speak. But he will eventually have a push. Finally, we have my first, it's not my first ever custom. It's not my first ever attempt, but it's the one I attempted first. I've made changes since. But here we have my custom Cody. Been mentioned multiple times, and here he is. Basically, as you saw on my brother's custom figure, I used that formula originally. That was technically my originally first mad torso crack custom and stuff. And now I have this one, which Stardust lowers. If you're making a custom Cody, use Stardust lowers. If you don't want to paint, Stardust lowers are the best to use because it kind of matches and it gives the pants look. Obviously, you can make the boots different if you'd like. I'm not going to because I don't care that much. And here he is in the Dream Tattoo. That's Sharpie. I didn't really feel like trying, but it looks pretty good. And this is a Finn Balor torso with Cody arms. Well, Cody Rhodes arms. It's from the basic battle pack with Goldust, which is where the MJF head came from. And then this head is the Dashing Cody Rhodes head. I don't have the original figure base. I threw it away. But what I did was I cut off the mustache. And here he is now. I really got to touch up his hair. So, I mean, yeah, this figure is probably the most sincere to me because it was my first, real custom, torso cracking, my first ever attempting torso cracking. I've done painting before. It sucked, but I've done it before. So, yeah. I like him a lot, and I think it was really fun to make. I'm torn. Because part of me wants to put knee pads on him, but the other part of me doesn't know if he wears knee pads. I'd have to look. But he might actually. I'll find out. I'll find that out later. Yep. Those are my customs. They're all right here. I got quite a few. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later, and bye.